What?
Not a bad game for the new squad.
Yeah?
Maybe. Yeah, do you think we might be better without Lindholm?
Wait. What?
Like, do you think if Lindholm was in the lineup that we still would have won that game?
I don't know. Would the lineup with Lindholm in it be better than the 2010 Bulgarian women's national team?
I don't...
That team played 4 qualifying games that year, and they were outscored by a total of 192-1 across 240 minutes of hockey.
Wait, how is that
relevant? Well, because that proud Bulgarian women's team would have beaten the Boston Bruins tonight.
So, we aren't.
You are not better without Lindholm, no.
How do you know so much about the women's Bulgarian national team?
You know, Olga Gospodanova, Olga Gospodanova would be ashamed of you.
Who is...
She scored their 1 goal.
Okay, God, alright.
Low quality fans of a high quality Bruins team. That is not enough. Not right. That's what you would call, I think the scientific term is a stinker. That's a stinker. But I have good news for you. After all of that pain, I've got good news. If you're looking for more content, couple of things happening. First of all, the trade deadline video is coming out tomorrow. I'm at work all day, but I think I have it scheduled for like a noon release or something like that. It's an hour long where we talk about a whole bunch of people. So if you're interested in checking that out, it's going to be going up tomorrow. Also, the Puck Off squad, the Puck Off podcast had me on recently to talk about season grades so far for teams across the league and just basically a league check-in. So I sat down with Chris, one of their hosts, to do that. You can find that over on their channel, which I will link below. So that's good, right? That's what you came here for. Nothing about the Bruins. Why would we talk about them tonight? God, what a game. Can you call it a game? This is just going to get sadder the longer it goes, too. Dude, this was a weird segue. Women in sports! We were celebrating women in sports tonight, which is awesome. Wish we could have had a better night for them, but it is a great thing, and we got to highlight. There was the broadcast highlighted a bunch of different women in sports, which is great. Personally, I know that there's a few women that I read frequently for their work in journalism. Sarah Siv, I'm a big fan of. Shayna Goldman at The Athletic is really good. Yeah, there's a whole bunch. Gail over at Nesson, I want to say. They blur together with the different companies. But there's some great women in sports out there who do all sorts of great work. But now, let's talk about like, comment, subscribe. Nailed it. Let's talk about some crappy stuff. The Calgary Flames just ran us over. Let's be honest. They just ran us over. Physically, they ran us over. Mentally, they ran us over. And score-wise, they just trucked us. They had 4 people debuting for their team tonight. This sucks. Kuzmenko, they got in the Vancouver deal for Elias Lindholm, one of many pieces. Pakal, he comes over from Vegas on a waiver pickup. Pelletier and Rooney will be making their debut. They were in the AHL this year. One of them is like 30, so they're not both prospects, but the other one's a prospect. The team is selling pieces. Calgary's selling pieces. The players don't care, right? That doesn't affect their drive or their energy. These are guys playing for their future in the league, on this team, whether, or maybe not on this team. They had, I think there was 15 scouts across the league there in this game. So a lot of people checking in on what Calgary has to offer against a top team. They didn't see the top team play like one, though. So, yeah. That being said, they're mid as hell. That team is mid. I might be too old to be using the word mid. They're 17th in goals scored per game, 17th in goals allowed per game, a bottom 5 power play, and just for fun, a top 3 penalty kill. They have a bottom 5 power play. Our penalty kill, if you ranked it from like, I'll actually get this number. Hold on. Sorry, sometimes I think of points I want to make during the actual video. Our penalty kill ranks 20th in the league since the Christmas break. It's bad. I'm so sick of people being like, we have a top 10 penalty kill. No, we don't. No, we don't. No, we don't. It's been 2 months, a month and a half, of us having a really bad penalty kill. Markstrom has made a surprising bounce back. I think he's very overrated, but he's a .912 save percentage on the season in a year where goaltending across the board is down. He also has a .949 save percentage through his last 4 road games, not including this one. You cannot give him really any credit for this win. You can. Kept the pucks out of the net. Good for him. But I don't think he really had to make that many challenging saves. And I bet our expected goals for this one was super low as well. This is our first time meeting the Flames this season. On our end, we sit currently top 5 in goals for per game before this game started. Top 5 in goals allowed per game. Top 5 on the power play. And the penalty kill, as I just mentioned, it continues to drop. Now it ranks 8th, but like I mentioned, 20th in the league since the Christmas break. Our lines, Marchand, Coyle, DeBrusk, JVR, Zaka, Pasta, Lauko, Geeky, Frederick, Heinen, Boquist, Steen, Grzelcyk, McAvoy, Lindholm, Carlo, Forbort, Shattenkirk, Swayman. I don't have anyone to compliment. I don't have anyone to compliment. Patra, you'll notice, isn't in the lineup. He had another doctor's visit this morning. Not to put this into the universe, but multiple doctor's visits for an issue. Are we gonna get a surgery announcement soon? It feels like that's where we're trending. It feels like we're at second opinion status here. Not great. DeBrusk and Forbort make their return. They did miss a game before the break. Let's talk about this one. It's just a Red Bull, nothing fun. Puck drops! And you know right away. You know right away. In the first couple of minutes, your first symbol of it all, because there are those of you that don't like Carlo. I disagree with you, but you have the right to make that decision for yourself. Carlo, in my opinion, is one of the best defensive defensemen in the league. His numbers mostly back that up as well, especially the advanced analytics love the guy. Through the first couple of minutes of this one, through the first 3 minutes and 48 seconds, he had 2 turnovers that led directly to scoring chances. He had a penalty at 3:48 in. He also fumbled the puck when there's just no reason to fumble it. Soft pass to him. When he had Marchand sitting in the left circle, wide open, just waiting for him to pass. Like, their eyes connected. They were, fumbles it, it goes back the other way. Not a great start for Carlo, right? The thing is, when you have a player looking that bad, and everyone else looked bad through the first couple of minutes, but as that was just fumbling through all of that, you just got this immediate feeling of like, man, I don't love being like Rust, but these guys just don't look right. And during the penalty kill, Coyle is going to collect a gift of a pass from the Flames for a contested breakaway, and it's saved by Markstrom. And it's going to go back the other way. It's a 4-on-3. Kuzmenko hides as the trailer, kind of the right side of the slot. Perfect pass to him from Huber Duberdo. And he's going to bury this low glove on Swayman. A save that, sure, sometimes that save doesn't get made, but you kind of go, all right, no one's having a hot start here. No one's having a hot start. It's 1-0, power play goal for them. That's fine. Let's just get into it. We can get into it. It's fine. 7 minutes left of the period of one of the most nauseating periods you could possibly watch, where you can't connect on a single pass. I mean, it really reminded me of earlier this season during the like 3 wins in a month we had there in December or whatever the hell it was, where just every game, no one can connect on a pass to save their life. That was that whole period. 7 minutes left. An offensive possession collapses as all 3 forwards get into the same 3x3 space, right? The puck was loose. It was just a miscommunication. It wasn't one guy skated into 2 others. No, one guy was pursuing the puck, and then the other 2 also like, I can help. It was dumb. They turned the puck over, and of course it's numbers the other way because you had 3 forwards all doing something together, and it's a 3-on-2. And Kadri down the middle holds until they finally collapse a little bit. The defense finally collapses up a little bit. Perfect pass over to Zari, who's going to go right in on Swayman from the left side. Swayman's going to come out and attack, and he's just going to drift the puck around and dunk it far side on him. It is 2-0 with 7 minutes left of the first period. That game's not over at all. Absolutely not. I don't think highly of Markstrom. This Flames team isn't very good. We're a better team. 2-0 lead with 47 minutes left. We can do this. And with 4 minutes left, there's a scramble after a Markstrom save. And Pospisil, I don't know why they have guys with names that I can't pronounce. That's not my fault. Either way, he comes through and takes Marchand's head and puts the butt of his stick right through it. Now, this was handled correctly, and I want to make a point about this, because this guy comes through and hits Marchand because Marchand is trying to get the puck out of Markstrom's glove. They called Marchand for slashing here, which was surprising to me, but either way, they give Pospisil a 5-minute major and a game misconduct after reviewing the play, and it was the right call, because this was clearly with intent, and it was directly to the head. The reason I was glad that the Bruins didn't have a physical response after that, meaning didn't fight somebody or throw cheap shots or anything like that, is because the refs managed it correctly. That was a dirty play. You're out of here. There is no reason that they needed to make an extra point of anything here. Win the game, you're down by 2 goals. So it goes 4-4 at first for the first 2 minutes, and then it's going to be a 3-minute power play. 1 minute is going to be in the second period. And we don't do anything with that time on the power play in the first, and we don't do anything with the minute on the power play to start the second. In fact, we don't even get a shot on net. The second period has one note. And 5 minutes in, it's because Freddie was moved up to the top line, DeBrusk is moved to Zaka's left with Pasternak, and then JVR goes down to the third. Just shake things up a little bit. That's it for the second period. It was more of the same, where no one could connect on a pass, and you wanted to die inside. And the third period starts. We've seen this song and dance before, recently. Carolina Hurricanes game, we were down 2 goals. We fought our way back early in the third period. And we look poised to do it again. 1 minute in, Grizz with a great back check, and then a clever feed to McAvoy as they go back through the neutral zone to allow for a McAvoy basically breakaway, and he goes posting out. It's not your night. You know it's not your night. But hey, close. 2:48 in. Pakal's going to go for hooking. We're going to go on the power play. And then 51 seconds into that, Marchand gets high stick by Uyghur. Blood. So it's 5-on-3 for 109. And then, after it's reviewed, this is all confirmed, a double minor. So we're still going to get 2 more minutes on the power play. This is a massive chance. And the Bruins start it correctly. About 40 seconds into it, it's a 5-on-3 as I mentioned. Pasta's got the puck on the top of the slot. He's going to feed this over to Zaka. Right circle, absolute hammer shot. Goes off Hannafin's stick, top corner. 2-1 power play goal. Hannafin's already scoring goals for the Bruins. You love to see it. You love to see it. There's still 3.5 minutes left on the power play. 3.5. You can tie the game right here. You can tie the game and still have a power play remaining. 3.5 minutes. So the Bruins, in their infinite wisdom, with a minute 46 left, with a minute 46 left on the power play, they are going to have too many men on the ice. Blatantly. So it goes 4-4 for 146, and then we'll have a quick penalty kill. And the Bruins get exactly what they deserve, because during this 4-4, Geekie and McAvoy lose an awkward battle along the wall, where McAvoy basically gets stripped by Huberdeau, but he didn't really have the puck that long. Kind of a difficult play, but either way, the Huberdeau shouldn't have inside ice there anyway. Huberdeau gets to walk in on Swayman and goes absolute top glove corner. Sniper Rooney and cheese. Good for him. Go fuck yourself. It is 3-1 in the most painful fashion. And it's exactly what they deserve. I can't defend anyone here. You had another minute and 46 seconds on the power play. Too many men? You're down by a goal? What in the world are you doing? What are you doing? And Monty wants to scream and shout about discipline. Monty, those are your line changes, dude. Like, I know on the bench he's not like, go, now go, now go. But how many too many men calls have we had this year? Too many, I'll tell you that much. Just Just undisciplined. Undisciplined and messy. With 10:35 left, Coyle's going to go for slashing. This was a good call. In fact, I thought the refs missed a couple calls. I think Carlo put an elbow right through, I'm going to forget the poor guy's name, but he left the game. I didn't get to see a replay on it. It looked like that was a bad elbow. That should have been called, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the replay shows differently. Either way, 10:35 left, Coyle for slashing, and 18 seconds into the penalty kill. This is a nothing play. I'm not even mad at Forbort. Does Forbort get walked? Absolutely, but Forbort's always going to get walked. What are we expecting at this point? Hannafin skates down the right side of the ice, and he gets behind Forbort a little bit. But it's a sharp angle, and Forbort's giving up a shot that should get saved 100 times out of 100. It's just a backhander, loosely on Swayman. It squeaks through, and it's 4-1. You can't blame Forbort for that one. It's a power play goal for them. The penalty kill continues to suck. It just continues to absolutely suck. 9:50-something left. McAvoy goes for roughing. We're going to the penalty kill. We kill it! There we go, penalty kill. Right when the game's over. 3:30 left. Lauko's going to go for roughing. Pahal's going to go for unsportsmanlike. Those are going to offset. McAvoy's night is over. He goes for a misconduct. And it stays 5-on-5 after all that, and the game ends. Game notes! What in the world am I supposed to learn from this one? What do you mean, game notes? What am I taking from this game? So it was a night we didn't have it. We sucked. This was a night we didn't have it. No one is going to tell you anything else. There was no discipline. There was no mental game. It was just bad. It was just a bad hockey game. And that happens sometimes. The only thing I will say, I have mixed feelings about this. The booing, the Bruins fans who are booing the team during this game, there's a piece of me that goes like, that's your right as a fan. It is your right as a fan. It's your right. You spent a lot of money to go watch them, and they laid a complete egg. Bad games happen, though. They do. This was a bad game. And your team is, like, second in the league. I just feel like booing's a little cheesy in that context. Not a big fan of the booing tonight. Not a big fan of that. Hey, each their own. All right, guys, it does it for me. Like, comment, subscribe. Look out for those other things that I had mentioned. Trade deadline video. Very excited about it. Very excited about the conversation that brings up. Go Bees. Go Bees! Once again, guys, thank you so much for watching, but it is time to give a shout out to our high-quality inspectors. We've got our top-line tier inspectors. We got Brock Nope, Han Slomo, Coach D, the Atomic Lizard, Bradley Johnson, Aaron Adams, Just Aaron, Darren Woodbury, Brett Arney, Pinsen, and Nick Citrullo. Thank you guys so much for your support. It is greatly appreciated. And of course, massive props to these absolute stallions, the all-star tier inspectors. We have Jason Ozzy Bruin Connolly, that's just one name, Bruin Smash, Abraxion, Heil E. Coyote, Jacob Pratt, Tupton D. Tashi, Jonathan Harvey, De Kingery, The Only Newts, A Tasty Snack, Doots42, and Jeremy. You guys are absolute studs. I can't thank you enough, and go Bees.